Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. I do call it a micro session because we're only doing 5 minutes of Reiki, which is just a tiny, tiny, tiny itty bit of Reiki. A normal session is going to be 30 minutes up to 45 minutes and even an hour or longer. So you can see why I call it a micro session. So, with this Reiki micro session, we are going to be doing 5 minutes of Reiki. We're going to follow that with 5 minutes of free for all questions and or cards of the day. So we're going to do the Reiki first. And for the Reiki, I am going to set the intention for whatever will benefit each of you the most as individuals. If you have something more specific that you would like the Reiki to focus on, feel free to go ahead and adjust that intention for yourself. And then also, those of you who are watching this after the broadcast is no longer live anymore, please know that you can still receive the Reiki energy and get just as much benefit from it as those who are here as I'm actually channeling the Reiki, because the Reiki is not limited by time or by space. Pretty good news, eh? All right, so let's get this Reiki started. All right, so we're starting Reiki at 15:39 here, Mountain Time in the United States. That means that we will be finishing up at 44 after the hour. How appropriate is that? 44 is a number about healing, and we're doing Reiki healing. Woohoo! Zuli, hello, hello, welcome. Butterfly Enchanted, welcome back. Shakoya, welcome back. Freeze Williams, it's been a while since I've seen you. How you doing, honey? Yasmin, what? Tell me what. All right, Zuli, well, you're in the right place. And voila, hello, hello. Reiki is being channeled to you, my dear. You're learning the Lenormand. Oh, they're fun, aren't they? They can get so freaking specific on you. You're quite welcome, Zuli. What kind of physical healing are we talking about? If you don't mind sharing, you don't have to. You think they're easier? Now, I have trouble with, I don't think they're easier, but I do think they're much more specific. But then I read tarot for a long time before I started reading Lenormand. One semester left and then it's all done, huh? Oh, gotcha. Migraine headaches and stomach upset go together a lot of times. So here's what you need to know, Zuli, about the Reiki. Reiki sometimes will just directly impact whatever it is where you're not feeling good. And sometimes Reiki will give you inspired ideas about things that you can do to help yourself. So, um, like I was having a really bad problem last winter, maybe last winter, with coughing and not being able to breathe. I had been diagnosed with asthma way before that, so I just kind of chalked it up to that. But somebody really more or less twisted my arm into going to see a doctor, and the doctor found out that there was something else completely different going on that was causing all my trouble. And ever since then, I've been able to take care of that and feel so much better. And I know that that happened because of the Reiki. It was just a situation that was set up because of the Reiki. So Reiki can work in many, many, many ways. So basically, what I'm trying to say is if you get some kind of inspired idea to do something to help yourself feel better, explore that, check it out. I can understand it being a fun journey to learn. Sarah N, hello. Right, Manuela. I got diagnosed with it in my 30s, but whenever I was able to look back and see, I had it when I was in at least my teens, if not my preteen years. I don't so much use intuition when reading with the Lenormand because they're not so much set up for intuition. There's a little bit like where there's multiple meanings of a card that you kind of have to use, but not near as much as with the tarot, I don't think. I think that's why it's hard for me to read the Lenormand, because I have to I shut down my mind as far as the intuition part and just look at it logically, and I don't like to do that. That seems not natural to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're a whole different ballgame. But it's good to have them in your back pocket. I like to use them as clarifiers when I'm doing a tarot reading, because you know how tarot can be very general and wide open in the reading, and then you just clarify it with a couple of Lenormand cards, and then you're like, oh, now I see the whole deal. Right? All right. Let's wrap up the Reiki, and let's open the door to free-for-all questions and or cards of the day. All right, Sequoia, we're doing a COD for you. We're going to go ahead and start with the Lenormand, just like we always do. I'm sure some of you have been around a while. Remember that I started doing the Lenormand here just to practice. La da 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 da, la da da. Sequoia. First of all, you have the dog card for your house card, and your cover card is the tree. This is talking about a lifelong friend, somebody who is very loyal, a real deal friend, tried and true. Okay. There's some way that a lifelong friend is significant to you right now, Miss Sequoia. Let's see. Freeze Williams. Freeze Williams. Freeze Williams. Okay, freeze. Eight of Mirrors. This talks about walking away from something that makes you feel depleted. You've got some kind of situation or relationship that's making you feel much more depleted than anything else. And so you're walking away because you need to. It's self-care. If you're going to take care of yourself, you have to get away from that energy. Okay, that's for you, Freeze. I hope that makes sense for you, honey. Butterfly Enchanted. COD. Let's find out. Looks like it's a gift for you or from another woman. All right, but right now we're shuffling for Butterfly Enchanted. You're quite welcome, Freeze. Okay, honey, you've got the Devil showing up in reverse. Freeze, this is a really good card to get in reverse because it says that there is something that either tempted you or that made you afraid. And whatever this thing is, you've sort of dealt with that demon, so to speak. Okay? So when this comes up in reverse, this is telling me that whatever that was that used to tempt you or used to make you afraid, you have a run-in or an encounter with that. Whether you had it within the past 24 hours or the next 24 hours, and it doesn't make you afraid anymore, or it doesn't tempt you anymore. Okay? I hope that makes sense for you, Freeze. What gift is coming to Yasmin? Let's see, I think I'm going to use the Lenormand for that. What gift is coming to Miss Yasmin? House cards. So I'm pulling two sets of cards. Your house cards are the clouds and the clover so far. Your cover cards are the book and the man. And you had a woman in yours with the stork. So when we're looking at this, the first set of cards, the house cards confusion covered by the book. Okay. So this to me is talking about secrets that are being revealed. There's confusion about some kind of information. This information is being revealed. Either you're learning or you're doing some research and finding out about some information. Okay. So that is part of the gift. And the other gift is about a man who happens to be lucky. There's a couple of ways to interpret that. You could be a dirty old woman like me and say, "Ooh, he's getting lucky." Or you could say that this is just a person who things seem to flow well for him all the time. He's really good at manifesting. And so a lot of people would call him lucky. But there's some kind of gift about a lucky man and this gift also clears up some confusion. And I think that confusion is about this lucky man person. Okay. Right. Well, if he does, I think you'll clear up that confusion really quickly, Yasmin. Okay, Sarah Ann is up next for a COD. Oh, Sarah, you had a couple of cards fall. We're going to look at both of those. Sarah's going to be the last person since my timer just went off. Okay, both cards fell. First of all, we've got the Prince of Cups, Princess of Cups, and then we also have the Nine of Swords. Interesting card combination here for you. Is this Sarah? Yes. Is this about Sarah or someone around her? Oh, okay. So, Sarah, there's somebody that you've been interacting with that you're having a hard time understanding. It seems like nothing makes this person happy no matter what, ever, ever, ever. All right. So, when you've got this Princess of Cups right next to the Nine of Swords, what's going on is this person is they, have you ever heard the saying, they're not happy unless they're grumping? They're not happy unless they're complaining. That's kind of what this card combination is saying, that you have somebody in your life that they're not happy unless they're stressed out. Stress is actually what makes them feel comfortable and like everything is going the way that it should be. So this person that you know that's always stressed out and that's kind of seems to refuse to come out of stressed out mode, like they may even be doing something. So like when things start to go smoothly in their life, they may be doing something then that would cause more stress and more drama because it seems like there's always stress and drama around them. It's because they really feel comfortable. They feel safe with that stress and drama going on all the time. If somebody has grown up in a situation that was stressful, stressful, stressful all the time, even though that's not healthy for them, they grow up being used to all those chemicals being released into the body, and that is their normal. And so when things start to calm down, they don't feel safe and they don't feel okay. And so they create more stress so that they can feel like life is normal. And that's what you've got going on with somebody you're interacting with, honey. I hope that helps you understand why they are the way they are a little better. Oh, yes, I do clear Lenormand cards as well. I also do my connection with my Lenormand. I clear them the same as I do my tarot, and I connect with them the same as I do my tarot. You're quite welcome, Butterfly Enchanted. And you are welcome, Manuela. I did. I missed you for the longest time. I'm glad you're back around again. Oh, your bestie is like that. Oh, that's a tough one to deal with because, she has to. A lot of times people don't, when they're in this situation, they don't see that they have a problem. And if you don't see you have a problem, then you don't do anything about fixing that problem. So that would be kind of tough to handle. Aw, thank you, Phrase. I appreciate that. Okay, so that takes care of everybody here. You're quite welcome, Yasmin. Good, good. I'm glad to hear that, Rachel. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you for sharing this video. Thank you for all the thumbs ups. Those of you who were helped by this video, I appreciate both of those if you were helped here. I do try to get in front of as many people as I possibly can to be as helpful to as many as I possibly can. Those thumbs ups put me more likely to be seen on somebody's feed on YouTube. And then the shares, of course, put me in front of other people so they have the option to click on the video. So I really appreciate that, guys. Also, those of you who have ordered and will be ordering private readings or private Reiki sessions from me, um, thank you. It's because of all of you guys' support that I am able to do what I love to do for a living. And so I appreciate you all very much. Everybody have a fantastic, wonderful, thrilling, and peaceful day. And I'll see you guys the next time. Yeah, that makes sense, Sarah.